Welcome to my channel. In the quiet shuffle of pocket change, among quarters, dimes, and nickels, lies a little copper-colored coin that often gets overlooked, the humble Lincoln penny. It's easy to disregard it, to let it slip into the depths of a couch cushion or rattle around in a jar, but in some rare cases, that penny is worth far more than its face value. Today, we're diving into the story of one such example, the 2007 Lincoln penny from the United States, an ordinary-looking coin with an extraordinary value. To understand why this particular penny can fetch up to $124 today, we need to start with a bit of context. The Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, has been in continuous production since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin series in American history. That year marked the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and the U.S. Mint wanted to honor the beloved president by putting his likeness on a coin. This was the first time a real person appeared on a U.S. circulating coin, and it was a significant shift in American numismatic tradition. By 2007, the Lincoln cent had been around for nearly a century. Its design remained largely unchanged on the obverse, still bearing Lincoln's calm, resolute gaze. The reverse still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This image of the stately monument, with its columns and steps, remained in place until 2008. So, the 2007 penny stands as one of the last years of the Lincoln Memorial reverse era, a fact that already gives it some historical interest among collectors. The 2007 Lincoln penny was minted in massive numbers, billions, in fact. That alone would suggest it's not rare. But rarity isn't always about total numbers. It's about condition, errors, and varieties. And in the case of the 2007 penny, those little details are where things get interesting. Some 2007 pennies have been found with striking anomalies, such as doubled dies, where the image appears to be duplicated slightly due to a misalignment during the minting process. Others may feature repunched mint marks, die chips, or other quirks. While these errors are rare, when found on a 2007 penny in top condition, they can elevate the coin's value dramatically. So now you're probably wondering, how does a small, copper-plated zinc penny from 2007 reach a value of $124? It all comes down to a combination of factors. Imagine a 2007 penny from the Denver Mint. It's been perfectly preserved, untouched since the day it was struck. It's been graded MS 70 by a trusted service. There are no nicks, no bag marks, no signs of wear. The coin is flawless. That's already rare. Now imagine this coin also has a slight double die on the reverse, a legitimate error, verified and catalogued. This combination of perfection and uniqueness creates scarcity, and scarcity drives value. These are the kinds of coins that draw attention from serious collectors, people who build full sets of Lincoln cents or specialize in modern errors. To them, this penny isn't just a piece of metal, it's a gem, a story, and a trophy. Then there's the thrill of the hunt. Part of what makes the 2007 penny special is that it's still out there. You could, theoretically, find one in your pocket change. It's unlikely, of course, but it's possible. That sense of possibility fuels the excitement for treasure hunters and casual collectors alike. Imagine finding a $124 coin among your spare change. It's like finding gold in your backyard. And here's something else that makes the 2007 penny worth watching: it stands on the edge of a transition. Just 2 years later, in 2009, the Lincoln cent underwent a major redesign to celebrate Lincoln's bicentennial. That year featured 4 different reverse designs depicting key moments in Lincoln's life. Then, in 2010, the reverse changed again to the Union Shield design that continues today. So, the 2007 penny represents the tail end of a long, familiar design era, one that lasted from 1959 to 2008. That alone gives it a sense of finality and importance in the broader story of American coinage. As with any collectible, prices can fluctuate. Not every 2007 penny is valuable. Most are still worth just 1 cent. But if you come across a pristine example, or one with a verified error, it could be worth taking a closer look. And if it's been graded a perfect 70? That little coin, which once bought a single piece of bubble gum, could now be worth $124 or more, and that's the magic of coin collecting. It turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. It reminds us that history is hiding in plain sight, right in our pockets. A single penny, easily ignored, can tell a story that stretches back 100 years. It can bridge generations, spark curiosity, and even put a little extra money in your wallet. So the next time you see a 2007 penny, don't toss it aside. Hold it up to the light. Look at the details. Who knows? You might just be holding a miniature treasure, a coin that seems common, but under the right conditions, is worth far more than meets the eye. After all, isn't that what makes this hobby so fascinating? You never know what you'll find. And sometimes, the smallest coin carries the biggest surprise, $1.24, hidden in plain sight. In the world of coin collecting, every coin tells a story, sometimes about presidents, sometimes about mints, and other times, the story lies in the tiny imperfections or overlooked details that elevate a simple penny into a prized treasure. Today, we unravel the journey of one such penny. It's small, it's coppery, and it was minted in 1996. But what makes this seemingly ordinary Lincoln penny, struck at the Denver Mint, worthy of our attention? Why has this little coin, often passed through vending machines and lost in couch cushions, now been valued at $122 by collectors? Settle in, because the story of the 1996 Lincoln penny is not only fascinating but also a shining example of how history, design, and collector demand intersect to create value far beyond 1 cent. Then, in 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse was changed to depict the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo. This design remained in place all the way until 2008, becoming one of the most familiar sights in American coinage, and that brings us closer to our focal point, the year 1996. The penny minted in 1996, bearing the famous profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, might seem like just another coin rolling off the presses. But this particular version, the one stamped with a D for Denver, holds secrets and surprises that elevate its status in the numismatic world. The Denver Mint has long been known for its high production capacity. In 1996 alone, it minted over 6.5 billion Lincoln cents. With such a staggering number, you might wonder, what makes any individual coin from that batch special? After all, scarcity is often a major factor in determining a coin's value, and with billions produced, the 1996 Lincoln cent isn't exactly rare. But in coin collecting, it's not always about how many exist, it's about the condition, the die state, and sometimes the tiniest of variations that escape the naked eye. Another fascinating aspect is the hunt for varieties and errors. Though not as widely known as some of the more famous error coins, like the 1955 double die or the 1969 double die obverse, there are still known die variations and minor errors in the 1996 pennies. These could include die cracks, cuds, off-center strikes, or even repunched mint marks. While these are rare and often subtle, collectors who specialize in error coins keep an eye out for such anomalies, and they can significantly increase the value of an otherwise common coin. Then there's the matter of copper versus zinc. By 1996, the U.S. Mint had long switched from making primarily copper pennies to copper-plated zinc coins. This change occurred in 1982 due to rising copper prices. The post-1982 pennies have a zinc core and a thin copper plating, which makes them lighter and also more susceptible to certain types of corrosion and spotting. It also means that truly high-grade examples, free from those blemishes, are harder to come by. But what really drives that price up? It's a combination of rarity at high grades, collector demand, and the slow but steady rise in interest for modern coins in exceptional condition. Many seasoned collectors now recognize that building a complete set of Lincoln cents requires not just finding each date and mint mark, but finding them in the best possible condition. The 1996 while easy to find in circulated condition, becomes a serious challenge in MS67 or better, particularly without any spots, toning, or blemishes. So here we are, with a coin that most people might ignore, a coin that you might still find at the bottom of your purse or jingling in your pocket change, but that, in the right condition, tells an extraordinary story. A story of design evolution, minting technology, collector passion, and market dynamics. A coin that proves sometimes the smallest things can carry the greatest value. The 1996 Lincoln penny reminds us to look closely at the ordinary, because sometimes, what seems ordinary is anything but. It's a lesson in paying attention, in valuing history, and in understanding that every piece of currency carries with it a legacy far deeper than its face value. So, the next time you're handed change at the grocery store, take a moment. Look at those pennies. You might be holding a piece of history. You might be holding something worth not just 1 cent, but $122, yes, you heard that right. $122, that's the documented value achieved by a top-graded 1996 Lincoln penny in the collector's market. A coin once easily dismissed, now celebrated by numismatists around the world, and that's the magic of coin collecting. A world where history, art, and value come together in the palm of your hand. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the story of the 1996 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a tale from the world of coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just coin curious, there's always something new, and old, to discover.